And welcome back to the Ford Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. As we get Coach Drykosen coming, Bruce, before you get them on and all set, maybe. As we get set for our men's game here tonight between the Orediggers from Montana Tech and the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College, we'll get Coach Drykosen over here. How we doing tonight, Coach?
Good.
Good? Going to be a lot better here in about an hour and 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's yet to be determined. You have to come and watch.
Coach, great games last weekend. Zach Hinton, National Player of the Week, quite an honor for him, and also for you and for the team when you get a player of that caliber with that kind of an award. It just relates back to the team effort.
Yeah, personal success or personal accolades always come through team success, and Zach, well-deserved of it, but, proud of how our team played and against good competition late in the year, and, they stepped up and had a real good weekend against the top two teams in the league there.
Coach, we always talk about those hangover games. You got Tech coming in here, kind of at the bottom of the league, but you can't go to sleep on any team in the Frontier.
No, we know we're going to have to play well tonight. They're probably the hardest playing team in the league, and Adam does a good job. He gets everything out of his kids, and he's just starting his program. And, they're coming in here ready to get another win. They're excited, and, I know they'll be ready. So we're going to have to, do what we do and do it better than them and do it better than them all night.
What's going to be key, Coach?
Well, we got to keep them off the boards. Yeah, we've got to keep them off the boards, I feel like, is always a big thing against them. It gives them extra possessions and play great defense, be able to shut them down. Take what they give us on offense. I don't know if he's going to zone us or man us. I expect we'll get a little bit of both. He's been running some 1-3-1 or what he might call the 1-1-3. And so, we got to take what they give us there and just be ready all night.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yep. And Coach Drykosen talking about this team tonight, a very dangerous team, Montana Tech, as we talk, got Bruce back on here now, but Bruce, Tech at the bottom of the league here for the men's side, but you just can't go to sleep on any teams.
No, you got to play hard every night and take advantage of being at home. And I think Rocky's men are playing well right now, Bob. They're getting out, they're scoring, they're getting their shooters, they're shooting the ball. Zach Hinton, NAI National Player of the Week. Bill Drykosen, the NAI Coach of the Week in the nation. Those are nice honors, but that was last week. It's kind of like, what have you done for me today? So they got to come out and start all over again this week with two tough games with Montana Tech and then LC on Saturday night. Boy, you get them on a roll, and they're going to be tough to beat in that Frontier Conference tournament.
Yeah, it's we say it every week, but it gets more prominent, I think, all the way down as we get closer to that conference tournament. Rocky, a team that nobody's going to want to play.
Yeah, and now with this week and next week, the final 2 weeks of the regular season, the goal is get a home game.
Yeah.
Win your 4 games this week and next week, and you get a home game. And that's crucial, because if not, you'll probably end up going to Havre to play MSU Northern. And as we know, it's a tough place to play. Sean Hughes does a great job, and when his teams are playing at home, they're awful tough to beat. So these are crucial games for Bill Drykosen and his squad tonight. They're healthy, they're playing well, and let's hope they can get off to a great start and play good basketball.
Well, Bruce, I'll talk about that health a little bit. Danny Betcher not going to play tonight. He's sick. I think he's got that flu that you had. It sounds like not feeling very well.
I didn't give it to him, Bob. I stayed away from him.
So Danny won't be in the lineup tonight, but and I think that's a great opportunity. Grant Wallace or Craig, both of those two players, they get a chance to step up and kind of show what they can do at that position. But it's going to be a big opportunity for those two players tonight.
Yeah, and that's a crucial loss for the Battlin Bears. Montana Tech, if they do one thing really well, that's rebound.
Yes.
They have some big guys underneath, and not having Danny Betcher down there will hurt. We hope if Danny's listening tonight that he gets better soon, and we miss him in the lineup. But Wilmore and Wallace need to step up. Those are guys that got to play well. And Ty Cobb had an opportunity, not Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb did too. But let's go all the way back to the Yankee.
You're losing me here.
I'm trying to think who played with Ruth. It was so good with Babe Ruth at the same time.
Oh gosh,
Lou.
I'm so much younger. Younger. You know that Gehrig guy?
Yeah, Lou Gehrig, that Gehrig guy. But Lou Gehrig had a shot when a guy had played I don't know how many games in a row, and he stepped in the lineup and never came out because he was too good. But that's an old story with Lou Gehrig. But it's the truth. You get a chance, you take advantage of it. They don't have to be great scorers tonight. They just have to rebound and play good defense. Rocky's got the guys that can score. Hopefully Riley Bradshaw, Taylor Longo, and Zach Hinton can continue their hot scoring pace in tonight's game. And Chad Cannon, you hope that he gets hot and has a great game. And I'll tell you, the guy that's playing really well right now for Rocky, best in his career, is Derek Graves.
Yeah.
He's doing it all on both ends of the court. He's rebounding. He's making big threes. He's scoring more points than he usually scores. And they're just playing great team ball right now, and they need to keep that up tonight.
Derek, you bring Derek up. I think it was the game at Western. I was actually up in Coach Steve Keller's office, and we were talking about players, and we talked about Derek's, talent, just very talented. And, we both, nothing against Derek, but we both says, we just don't think we've seen all that he has, and, man, it seems like, in fact, after the game, Steve and I kind of looked at each other and says, I guess we had that one wrong. But ever since that game, Derek's, I think, just been a different player. And I think the big end of it, Bruce, is on the defensive end. He just does so much defensively that people don't see or we don't talk about on the radio very much. We mention it once in a while, but not near enough of what it's worth.
Yeah, and he's going to guard the best offensive front line player from the other team, always.
Yep.
And that's the challenge. The other night against Carroll, he had to guard Ryan Imhoff, and Imhoff is one of the better players in the NAIA, and he did a great job on Imhoff. And so he has duties on both ends that everybody doesn't have, and he needs to play well tonight for Rocky to win this basketball game. Rocky's won the first two meetings between these two teams. It would be great to get a season sweep over Montana Tech.
All right, Bruce, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, and I'll go through these two teams we got coming up here. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things.
Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance. I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends. I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin, and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home, while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future, while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort, while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College as we get set for our men's game. It's Rocky coming into this game with a 14-12 record. Montana Tech at 7-19. As far as scoring per game, it is Rocky with a pretty substantial lead there. They're averaging 80 points a game to 67 for Montana Tech. Field goal percentage, both teams even at 45%. From the three-point line, Rocky with the edge there, 38% to 34%. From the free throw line, it is Rocky shooting 75% and Tech 68%. Rebounds per game, Rocky with the edge there, 38 to 35. Assists per game, Rocky with the big edge there, 15 to 10. And turnovers per game, it is Tech with 15 turnovers and Rocky with 13 turnovers. As we said, Rocky coming into the this game with a 7-7 conference mark. Montana Tech at 1-14. And some individual stuff for the two teams for Montana Tech. It is Chris O'Neill leading the scoring at 13 points per game. Lucas Finding at 11 points per game. Chapman at 9 points per game. And Anua with Sadiq Anua, at 6.5 points per game. For the Battlin Bears, it's Riley Bradshaw leading the way at 16 points per game. Right behind him is the National Player of the Week this last week, Zach Hinton at 15 points per game. Taylor Longo at 13 points per game, and Chad Cannonen at 10 points per game as well. Zach Hinton also averaging 7 rebounds per game to go along with those 14 points. We'll take us a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and we'll have our starting lineups after this 2-minute timeout.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carryout deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
For signs big or small, from banners to illuminated, Sign Pro has been your leader in signs since 1990. Sure, you know we provide high-quality displays, magnets, decals, vehicle graphics, certified installers, and more. But have you heard about our new cutting-edge techniques at Sign Pro? UV flatbed technology produces full-color brilliance that no one in the region can match, printing directly to almost any sign surface. The results are faster, higher quality, and much more cost-effective.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
My name's Philip Davis. I'm from Boone, North Carolina, and I'm a senior in the Aeronautical Science program.
My name is Margaret Cleveland. I'm a freshman from Broadview, Montana, and my major is music education.
I'm Dr. Emily Garrity Ward, Assistant Professor of Geology at Rocky Mountain College.
Hi, I'm Melvin Ware, a senior from Dunmore, Montana. I'm a business administration major.
Did you know that 99% of Rocky students receive scholarships?
Did you know that RMC awarded over $11 million in scholarships this year?
Thank you for enabling us to be first-generation college students.
Thank you for supporting Rocky Athletics. Because of you, I was able to cross borders.
Thank you for your investment in our Impact Today, Transform Tomorrow campaign in support of our new facilities.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Thank you!
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
Thank you for your investment in new facilities, such as 32,000 square feet of new laboratory space and the renovation of the existing Bear Science Center.
Because of you, we are able to compete.
Because of you, I am able to be me.
Because of you, I am able to dream.
Because of you, I am able to invest in my future.
Because of you, we are able to make our family proud. Because of you, we're changing the world one student at a time.
You're changing the world one gift at a time.
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
I chose Rocky Mountain College because it comes with that small school feel that leaves its students with big school benefits. Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future. Because of you, we are able to chase our dreams, and for that, we thank you.
Playing our national anthem.
And our flag presentation once again by the Warrior Wishes of Montana. Just an outstanding job as they come in here and do that for us. Our starting lineup for tonight's ball game. First of all, for Montana Tech, it'll be Kale Goldseth, a 6-foot sophomore out of Butte, Montana. Dylan Panabecker, a 6'4" freshman out of Shoto, Montana. Chris O'Neill, a 6-foot junior out of Pleasanton, California. Carson Doomer, a 6'8" sophomore out of Helena, Montana. And Lucas Finding, a 6'3" sophomore out of Great Falls, Montana, for our first-year head coach Adam Hyatt. And Bruce, just about at a all-Montana start at lineup up there for the Montana Tech.
Yeah, it is. Butte and Helena and Great Falls. Vining has played very well as of late. Carson Doomer, former Helena Capital standout for Guy Almquist at Capital.
And for the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College, it'll be Riley Bradshaw, a 6'1" senior from Corvallis, Montana. Number 5 will be Derek Graves, a 6'3" senior from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Number 23 will be Taylor Longo, a 6'1" senior from Littleton, Colorado. And number 24 will be Craig Wilmore, a 6'3" sophomore from Daytona Beach, Florida. And the National NAI Player of the Week, number 42, a 6'6" senior from Los Angeles, California, Zach Hinton. Head coach is Bill Drykosen in his 17th season. He's assisted by Denver Cobb, James Bullock, and Rob Neby. And I can't think of a better guy to get that national award after the performance that Zach had last week,
yeah,
Bruce.
He's playing. You know, the funny thing is Zach got it. Taylor Longo probably could have got it too.
Yeah.
Because they both had such outstanding weekends. But Zach Hinton has been solid this entire season, and he really deserved that. He's a great guy, great personality, outstanding person to have on this basketball team in this campus.
Yeah, he just, you know, and he worked so hard last year after that broken foot to come back, stayed in school, and stuck it out, and just a great tribute to that young man. It's going to be Doomer jumping up against Wilmore here to get us started here. And it's going to be controlled by the
Jumping jack.
Jumping
Craig
jacks
Wilmore.
there. Yeah. As the Battlin Bears are going to have it, Graves will have it out on top. Graves with the basketball, finds Longo on the baseline. Longo, no good, and the rebound's going to come down, and they bring it back. As Chris O'Neill set things up, he is the leader on the floor for Tech. Goldseth out there as well. The shot by O'Neill, no good. Rebound comes down to Zach Hinton. And Taylor Longo has it on the left side. Zach Hinton swings it around to Bradshaw. Graves in the corner, and Derek Graves, there he is. Bruce, you talked about him in the pregame. He gets on the scoreboard first. Bears on top, 3-0.
Yeah, he has a great confidence right now shooting the basketball, Bob, and that's a big lift.
Panabaker with the basketball, goes to O'Neill. Panabaker back to O'Neill. They're trying to get it inside to Doomer. Back outside, 6 on the shot clock. They dump it off, and good defense, but the shot at the shot clock, no good. Rebounds fought for. Graves picks up the loose ball. As Bradshaw's going to lose the ball on the drive on the first turnover, comes back the other way. O'Neill can't finish that way, and they go right back. Battlin Bears come back. Taylor Longo takes it to the hole, and he's going to be fouled.
Oh, and Taylor's done that so many times in his 4-year career here. Final 2 regular season home games of that career. He'll be honored on senior night on Saturday night against Lewis and Clark. And he's just had 4 wonderful years here at Rocky Mountain College. You know, he played great against Carroll last week. He played great against Western, and he's on a roll.
And it's Rocky basketball. Graves puts up his second shot. It's going to be off. No good. Rebound comes down to Panabecker. As the Saints bring it up. Vining with it. Far side, Panabaker. O'Neal set things up on top. O'Neal with the basketball. Far side, Panabaker. Back out on top, Vining. Vining's going to have it stolen away by Longo. Longo takes it in, and Taylor Longo's going to be fouled. And it'll be the first foul on Panabaker. First team foul, second team foul. Oh.
Quiet in this place.
It does. Taylor Longo gets the first free throw to fall. Bears on top, 4-0 here. As 17:50 just underway here in the ballgame. Rocky on top, 4-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Local businesses, large and small, are the cornerstone of Montana's communities. And at Stockman Bank, we're honored to help them grow and prosper. We serve our fellow businesses with respect, care, and a personal touch. We know a good lender is a flexible lender who treats business owners as individuals with unique needs and goals. In other words, we treat them the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
Back to live action as Taylor Longo at the line. His second free throw is up and good as Taylor Longo goes 2 for 2 from the line. Bears on top, 5-0 here. Tech with the basketball. Vining with it. Now outside, Goldseth. Goldseth back to Vining. Vining with it. Panabaker. Vining. Goes far side. O'Neal puts up the three-pointer. And Chris O'Neal with the three-point shot on the far side is good.
And he's a guy this year that's had some big games from three-point range, so they're going to have to find him and locate him and play great defense.
And the ball goes inside to Zach Hinton, and Zach takes it strong to the hole. He's fouled with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. As Doomer's going to pick up his first personal foul. Zach Hinton goes to the line to shoot one. Zach is 1 for 1 from the line. It's 8-3, Rocky on top. 17-14 to go here in the first half. O'Neal has it, goes far side to Panabaker. Panabaker has it. Now they get it inside to Vining. Vining high post, swings it around. Panabaker's going to be whistled for a travel. Second turnover on the Diggers here. 17 minutes to go here in the first half. Rocky on top, 8-3. Nice crowd on hand here tonight for this ball game with Montana Tech in town. As Riley Bradshaw with it. Riley goes to Longo. Longo on the right side as the Diggers covering Zach up inside. Graves penetrates, looks, nothing there, kicks it back out. 10 on the shot clock. It's Bradshaw, baseline jumper. Riley Bradshaw on the scoreboard with his first two-pointer of the night. 10-3, Rocky on top. Ball goes far side, Panabaker. Panabaker with it, back out on top to Vining. Vining, Panabaker. Panabaker, free throw line, finds a wide open Doomer underneath, and Carson Doomer picks up his first points of the night.
Craig Wilmore stepped up to try to stop Panabaker, and Panabaker did a nice job of getting the ball off to Doomer, who got the easy layup.
Little lapse in rotation on defense there by the Battlin Bears as Longo has it for the Bears on the right side. Taylor penetrates, gets it out. Zach Hinton for three, in and out, no good. And the ball's going to come down to the Diggers as O'Neal brings it up. O'Neal with it on the right side. O'Neal goes out to Doomer, swings it around. Doomer gets it back on top, goes to Goldseth, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Diggers. That's the third timeout. And Jordan Jones coming into the game, as well as John Chapman for the Orediggers. And Chad Cannon will come in for the Battlin Bears as Craig Wilmore will sit down for the Bears. Riley Bradshaw goes to Cannon. Chad with it. Gets a screen out on top, and we got a whistle and a foul. Is going to go against Panabaker, and that'll be 2 on him, Bruce. And that is the 14th foul on Tech, 15-20 here in the first half. Taylor Longo will inbound the basketball. Taylor looks, gets it to Graves. Graves dumps off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with the basketball on the left side, kicks it out to Cannon. They swing it around. Taylor Longo. Taylor penetrates. Zach Hinton, free throw line jumper's good. And Zach Hinton with his 5th point of the night. 12-5, Rocky on top. 14:59 to go here. And it's going to be put up by Vining. And Lucas Vining hits the 3-point basket. So Tech with 2 3-pointers here. And 1 two-pointer as Taylor Longo puts up the long 3 in the corner. Zach Hinton fights, gets the rebound. Tries to go up, kicks out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw 3-pointer, top of the key is good. Riley Bradshaw, nice inside out. Great hustle by Zach Hinton to get that board. Get it out to Bradshaw. Bears up 15-8. Chapman with it. Goes to O'Neal. O'Neal with it on the right side. They swing it back around. Vining with it now on the left side. Looking for a screen there from Jones. Vining, penetration. Kicks off underneath. Goes to Panabaker and kicks back out. Shot going to be put up by O'Neal as the shot clock running down. 3-pointer as Chris O'Neal hits his 2nd 3-pointer. Bradshaw brings it up. Goes to Graves. Graves takes it to the hole, puts it up, no good. And the rebound is going to come down to O'Neal. O'Neal will bring it up. Goes to Vining. Panabaker back to Vining. Vining baseline jumper from 10 is up and good as Lucas Vining left all alone as Vining has his 5th point of the night.
Yeah, 5 straight now for Montana Tech.
Just like that, we got a 2-point ball game. Chad Cannon with it out on top. Chad looking for a screen there, gets it. Graves 3-pointer left side, no good. Zach Hinton fights for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of Tech. It'll stay with Rocky. 15-13 our score. Rocky on top. 13-13 here in the first half. We're back in a minute.
Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, and on us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, and on us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there.
Fifteen, 13, Rocky on top. Bruce as the Tech scored the last 5 unanswered points here. It'll be Rocky basketball underneath their own basket. Taylor Longo will inbound it. Gets it into Zach Hinton. Back to Longo. 3-pointer from the corners up and good. Taylor Longo with a deep 3-pointer in the right corner. 18-13. 13:02 to go here in the first half. Panabaker with it on top. Or excuse me, that's Chapman. Gets it into Vining. Vining with it. Vining to O'Neal. O'Neal going to work on Bradshaw. Gets it inside and gets it out to Vining. Vining with the basketball. 7 on the shot clock. Vining tries to penetrate, nothing there. Nice defense by Zach Hinton, turns around, shot clock violation as Taylor Longo gets a rebound, up to Zach, back to Taylor. Taylor far side, Riley Bradshaw for 3, in and out, no good. And it's Vining with the rebound. Vining will get it to O'Neal. O'Neal brings it up the left side. O'Neal, top of the key, gets it inside. Shot's going to be up and good by Okiki as Okiki picks up his first basket. He has 2 points on the night. Wilmore with it on top. Craig Wilmore gets it off to Cannon. Chad with it out on top. Chad back to Wilmore. Wilmore gets it inside the paint, and we got an offensive foul on Craig Wilmore.
And the second turnover for the Battlin Bears.
First team foul for Rocky here at the 11:51 mark. And Craig Wilmore's first as well. Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah, how about Montana Tech? Their men now 3 for 3 in three-pointers, 5 of 9 overall from the field for better than 55%.
I don't know what it is about Tech and three-pointers at Rocky, huh?
Boy.
Vining's going to put up another one, and he drills that one. Lucas Vining gets his second one. He has 2, and Chris O'Neal has 2. As they go 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Wilmore with it. Gets it out to Taylor Longo. Longo spin move, nothing there. Kicks it out to Bradshaw. 16 on the shot clock, a lot of time. Bradshaw with it out on top. Riley gets it to Wilmore. Wilmore puts up the 15-footer, no good. Zach Hinton everywhere tonight, runs down the rebound, puts it up. It's good. Zach Hinton has his 7th point of the night, and I think that's got to be about 5 rebounds as well, Bruce.
Yeah, doing a great job on the boards, getting second chance opportunities for Zach.
Chapman with the ball, goes to Vining. Vining pulls up, 17-footer, no good. Wilmore with the rebound, far side, 20-18. Rocky on top, 10:45 in the first half. Cannonen penetrates, puts up the floater.
Wow.
Yes,
that was some touch there. He let that one go from a long ways out.
I think Chad planned that, actually. That's a great shot by Chad, 22-18. Okiki gets it out on top, hands it off to Vining on a dribble drive. We got a whistle, and a foul is going to go against Taylor Longo, as Taylor will pick up his first personal foul.
A lot of contact there. Good call, though. I think Taylor had kind of pushed his way through the screen.
Yeah, I think he kind of didn't see the screen coming up behind him. That's where the players behind him got to talk a little bit. Vining will inbound the basketball, gets it into O'Neal. O'Neal. Chapman back to O'Neal. Now they get it down the corner. Chapman goes baseline, kicks outside. And we're going to have a travel on the far side by Tech. Rocky basketball in the backcourt as Bradshaw gets the inbounds pass from Zach Hinton. Riley Bradshaw goes in the corner to Hinton, kicks out Cannonen for 3. Chad Cannonen hits the three-pointer on the left side as Chad gets in the three-point shooting act as well. And we got a timeout on the floor with 9:55 to go here in the first half. 25-18, Rocky on top. We're back in a minute.
We are community. We are proud. We are business. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Not 30 days away, not 20 days away. The time to save is now. During the final days of the Ford year-end sales event at your local Ford store, make no payments till March on some of the most stylish, high-tech, and efficient rides around. So don't come up empty. You want a deal that'll make your holiday? Get to your local Ford store now and cap off the holidays with huge cash back on the perfect car, truck, or SUV to kickstart the new year. Now get up to $10,500 in total value plus $1,000 smart bonus cash plus just announced $500 final days cash on F-150.
25-18, Rocky on top here. Midway through this first half. Going to look at Zach Hinton real quick here. He's got 7 points. They got him down for 3 rebounds. I'm going to have to argue with that a little bit. I think he's got more than 3 rebounds in that first 10 minutes. 25-18, Rocky up by 7. O'Neal with the basketball. He'll bring it up. O'Neal with it. O'Neal's going to pop a long 3-pointer. It is up and good as well. As Chris O'Neal hits his 3rd 3-pointer, he has 9 points on the night. Longo with it. Longo takes it to the hole, and he's going to be stripped by Chapman. And it's out to Bradshaw. 3-pointer, no good, top of the key. And Chapman will clear it for the Tech. Out to O'Neal. O'Neal swings it to Vining. Vining with it on the left side. Okiki with it inside, going against Zach Hinton. Ball's on the floor. And it's Taylor Longo diving after it. As Derek Graves back into the ball game. He'll replace Taylor Longo, give Taylor a little break here. Diggers inbound it to Chapman. Chapman gets it clear out near the half-court line. Gets it back to O'Neal. O'Neal will set things up. Gets the screen from Vining out on top. O'Neal kicks it in the corner to Doomer. And it's going to miss. Comes back. Derek Graves. Graves with the basketball goes to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with it out on top. Riley Bradshaw going against Okiki. That's a mismatch there as Graves gets it on the baseline. Gets cut off. Derek Graves looks for the cut to Grant Wallace inside. Back to Graves. Graves with the left-handed floater up and good by Derek Graves as he picks up his 5th point of the night. 27-21, Rocky on top by 6. Vining with the basketball out on top. On the weave, Chapman with it. Chapman goes inside. Doomer with it. Doomer puts up the jump left hook. No good. Rebound, Zach Hinton. Out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw up the right side. Bradshaw puts up the floater in the paint. And we got a whistle on the foul. I think it's going to be an offensive foul on Riley Bradshaw. As Riley pushed off with the hand there.
3rd team foul, 3rd turnover on the Battlin Bears. Montana Tech now 5 for 5 in 3-pointers.
Be interesting to see what they end up with as a couple of combined team shooting here tonight, to where they're going. The men are going after what the women did tonight.
Whatever they had pregame, have it every game now.
Yeah, I think so. Chapman pulls up 3-pointer. He gets in the act as well as John Chapman hits a 3-pointer. That is the 6th 3-pointer here in the first half by the men. We saw 10 3-pointers at halftime, Bruce, in the women's game by Tech. Hinton gets it into Wallace. Wallace finds Graves underneath. Graves turnaround shot off the glass. Good. Derek Graves picks up 2 more inside. 29-24. Rocky up by 5. Chapman with the ball, just hit a 3-pointer. Now kicks back out to O'Neal. O'Neal, a deep 3-pointer, no good. And the ball's on the floor, picked up by Zach Hinton, up to Chad Cannon. Chad Cannon for 3-pointer transition. And Chad drills his 2nd 3-pointer of the night. 32-24, Rocky up by 8. Vining with it, Vining on the left side. Vining out to O'Neal. O'Neal with the basketball, guarded by Graves. O'Neal spin move, kicks out Chapman. Chapman back out to Goldseth. Chapman for a long 2 as Chapman just inside the 3-point line there. 32-26, 6:22 to go here in the first half. Back and forth action here in this one, and Chad Cannon goes and hits his 3rd 3-pointer of the night as well. And Coach Adam Hyatt is livid with Mr. O'Neill as Chad Cannon getting left wide open for that three-pointer. 35-26, Rocky back up by 9 as Craig Wilmore will come into the ball game. We got some women's finals here. We'll get them to you. It is Northern 81-63 over Great Falls. LC 77-56 over Western. And of course, one here, Rocky drops another tough one tonight to Montana Tech, 65-63. In the men's side, it's Northern 26, Great Falls 20. That's with 7 minutes left in the first half. And it is Western on top of LC with 5 left in the first half. 6:10 to go here. Rocky on top by 9, 35-26. As O'Neill will bring it up across the timeline. O'Neill with the basketball, dumps off to Vining. Vining with it. Vining trying to back down in against Longo, and Vining gets it up and in. Lucas Vining, nice job there as he picks up his 10th point of the night. Taylor Longo with it. Taylor goes to Wilmore. Wilmore out to Graves. Graves pull up from 18 feet, no good. Great block out there. And it is Jordan Jones with the rebound for Tech. O'Neill to Vining. Vining with it on the left side. Kicks off, Chapman with it. 16 on the shot clock. Chapman takes it to the hole, puts it up, no good. And we got a whistle on the foul. They're going to wipe it off. Offensive or foul on the over the back on Jordan Jones. 35-28, 5:15 to go here in the first half. Once again, Rocky on the women's game. It was Tech 65, Rocky 63, and a tough one again for the Lady Bears.
Came down to threes and free throws.
And Chad Cannon comes up short on this one. Craig Wilmore fights for the loose ball inside. It'll be alternating possessions going to go to Tech. Tech basketball in the backcourt. Tech gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill will bring it up. Western on top, 40-37, and 2:41 to go in the first period or first half over at Dillon. Vining with it, tries to get it in the paint, and it's going to be Grant Wallace picking up the foul. As Wallace picks up his first foul, and Lucas Vining will go to the free throw line. Vining to shoot 2.
Zach Hinton back in, Bob, for Grant Wallace.
And Vining getting set for his second free throw. 4:42 to go here in the first half. Vining hits them both. No, missed the first one. 35-29, 4:37 to go. Longo with the basketball out on top. Longo penetrates. Taylor now kicks back out to Chad Cannon, and it's going to be tipped by Goldseth. Derek Graves will inbound for Rocky on the far side. Longo with the basketball. Taylor goes to work, penetrates, gets in the paint, kicks to Cannon. Chad Cannon back in the paint, finds Graves underneath, wide open for Derek Graves. He picks up 2 more on the nice assist from Chad Cannon at 37-29. Rocky back to that 8-point lead.
Yeah, Chad draws a lot of attention, and Derek Graves did a kind of snuck in the back door and got that layup.
O'Neill with it, swings around. Okiki with the basketball, back to Goldseth. Goldseth looks inside, now goes to Okiki on the left side. They get it inside to Jones, back to O'Neill. O'Neill penetrates, 2 on the shot clock, and going to have a turnover as it comes back Taylor Longo goes to the hole, and he's going to be fouled as Taylor goes coast to coast there. And the personal foul. I don't have a 31 on my sheet. I guess I better look at the other roster here real quick, Bruce. Taylor Longo at the line to shoot a couple. First one is up and good. Taylor's second free throw is good as well. That's what it was. That foul was on Goldseth. Bears get the rebound, and it's Cannon with it on the right side into Zach Hinton. Zach Hinton finds all kinds of traffic, and it's Goldseth coming out of there with the rebound. As it goes to O'Neal. Vining with it out on top. Vining goes left side to O'Neal. O'Neal pulls up, three-pointer. It's going to be off, and Chad Cannon comes up with the loose ball up to Zach Hinton. Zach tries to go to Graves, and it's O'Neal coming back the other way for Tech. O'Neal with it on the right side. Fourth turnover on Tech as Okiki puts up the jumper. No good. Or good, excuse me. As Taylor Longo brings it up. Goes inside to Wilmore. Wilmore's going to be fouled inside by Jordan Jones. He picks up his second foul, and it'll be Craig Wilmore going to the free throw line. As Wilmore at the line to shoot a couple. First one is up and good. Doomer back into the game. Wilmore's second free throw up and good as Craig goes 2 for 2. Diggers come back the other way. Goldseth goes to Vining. Vining with it on the left side. Vining kicks out. Back to O'Neal. Kiki with it. Hands off to Goldseth. Goldseth looks inside. It's going to be off of Okiki. That's 5 turnovers on the Diggers. 39-31. 2:09 to go here in the first half. Rocky on top. Bradshaw goes to Longo. Longo off to Graves. Graves looks inside, gets in the paint, now finds Zach Hinton. Zach with the layup on the assist from Derek Graves as Zach has 9 points on the first half. Vining with the basketball on the left side. Vining looks for Goldseth. It's going to be knocked loose, stolen away by Wilmore. Zach Hinton takes it up, goes to the basket, and Zach Hinton hits 2 more. That's 11 turnovers on Montana Tech. Rocky jumps out to a 12-point lead, their biggest lead of the night, as it is Goldseth with the basketball. Guarded out front there by Taylor Longo. Battlin Bears in a man-to-man defense this ball game. O'Neal with it, pulls up, free throw line jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Graves as Derek will bring it up the left side for Rocky. Goes to Riley Bradshaw. Bradshaw, 16 on the shot clock. Taylor Longo takes it to the hole, and it's up, no good. Okiki with the rebound. They dump it outside quickly. O'Neal with the basketball. O'Neal up ahead to Vining. Vining with the layup. He's going to be fouled. As Zach Hinton picks up his first personal foul. Vining will be shooting 2. He is 2 for 2. 1 for 2. Make that 2 for 3. Chad Cannon comes back in for Rocky. He'll replace Derek Graves. 40.7 seconds to go here in the Jess, you're making me dizzy. Second shot by Vining, no good. Rebound, Taylor Longo. Bradshaw with it, will bring it up the right side. Righty Bradshaw with it out on top. 16 on the shot clock. Bradshaw kicks off to Wilmore. Wilmore tries to go inside, kicks off, and we got a travel on Craig. 19 seconds to go here in the half. 5 turnovers on Rocky here in the first half. O'Neal will bring it up. O'Neal with the basketball. O'Neal goes to Vining. Vining puts up the shot, and it's going to be off the front iron. And Zach Hinton puts one up from 100 feet and just misses. And our score at halftime, Rocky on top, 43-42 over Tech. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Since 2014, our Ford Peanut Butter Drive has collected over 60,000 pounds of peanut butter. And over the last 3 years, we provided over 2 million meals and snacks in the Northwest. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food banks, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
I am a high school English teacher. I had been diabetic for 20 years.
Obesity is affecting our population at an alarming rate.
To meet that challenge, the Billings Clinic implemented a comprehensive bariatric program.
The patient is the most important part of the team.
It's not about skinny, it's about being healthy.
I don't have diabetes anymore.
And by now, she's lost over 100 pounds.
Thank you. I'm happy. Life is good.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things. Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance, I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends, I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit Line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
And welcome back to the Ford Center. Here's we got Jade Lefevre with us here at halftime of the men's game. I've been bugging her all year to come talk to me, and I finally got her trapped here tonight. She promised me she'd come over, but thanks for coming over, Jade, after a tough game here tonight. We won't talk too much about that game, but I guess let's just talk a little bit about your career here at Rocky Mountain College.
Well, it's been a little rough. I've had 2 knee surgeries already, so battling through those and playing on a torn meniscus now is, I feel like it's finally all coming together, but like I said, it's my last year.
But, you know, you never know by the way you're playing that torn meniscus. You know, people probably have no idea that you have that playing through that.
I hope not.
All right. Talk a little bit about this team. You know, just another tough year. Injuries on the point guard position there. Losing Nikki last year, lost D, and just talk a little bit about what that is. And, you know, Haley stepped up and done a great job at that point guard spot.
Yeah, I just think it's about handling adversity, and how you will determine your success in the team. I feel like there's always injuries every year, but it's just who will step up and take the spot.
What's in the future for Jade Lefevre?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Gonna graduate.
Well, that's a good start.
Do some fishing.
Do some fishing? Well, I'll go fishing with you.
All right, let's go.
No, that's a great. What's your degree going to be in when you graduate? Fishing?
No, I'll have 3 majors. I'll have a sports management major, a management major, and a small business major with a minor of coaching.
All right.
So I'll have some options.
So you got some options. Are you going to go into management?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. How about coaching?
Yeah, I want to coach my kids someday.
You do. You want to coach your kids. How about other kids?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Whatever comes my way.
All right. Got a few games left here tomorrow night. Going to be senior night. That's always a tough night. Kind of a one you hate to see, and you know all the appreciation that people give you for the effort that you've given here at Rocky Mountain College. But we're not going to talk too much about the senior night. But I just want to, I'm gonna tell you tonight. I just want to thank you for all the exciting 3-point shots and the drives that you made to the basket for us tonight here. You know, you maybe got fouled on 1 or 2 of them going to the basket and didn't get a call, but you always got back up, played, and been a team leader this year.
Well, thanks.
And I appreciate that, and I'm saying it for probably a lot of people that watch the video, but good luck on the rest of your career at whatever you decide, and anytime you want to go fishing, you just give me a call.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Jade. We'll take us a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back, and we'll have our halftime stats.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the eastern high plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carry-out deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
For signs big or small, from banners to illuminated, Sign Pro has been your leader in signs since 1990. Sure, you know we provide high-quality displays, magnets, decals, vehicle graphics, certified installers, and more. But have you heard about our new cutting-edge techniques at Sign Pro? UV flatbed technology produces full-color brilliance that no one in the region can match, printing directly to almost any sign surface. The results are faster, higher quality, and much more cost-effective.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
Local businesses large and small are the cornerstone of Montana's communities. And at Stockman Bank, we're honored to help them grow and prosper. We serve our fellow businesses with respect, care, and a personal touch. We know a good lender is a flexible lender who treats business owners as individuals with unique needs and goals. In other words, we treat them the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
Diorama, Diorama, we'll get you there. So much more than a tire store. Diorama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Diorama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Diorama, not us. Diorama, Diorama, we'll get you there.
Go ahead and talk now, Bruce.
Okay.
We're live. We're live.
Hey, some great games going on around the league, Bob. MSU Northern leading Great Falls at the half in Great Falls, 30-25, and Montana Western's up to a 9-point lead over Lewis Clark State. Lewis Clark State will be in here Saturday night. The Bulldogs leading it 48-39 at the half. High-scoring game in Dillon at Stroud Gymnasium.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're looking for an NBA 100-pointer there, huh?
You know, LC State's dangerous.
Oh,
They've got some great athletes that can score, and they can score a lot of points quickly, as we've seen, you know, when they played here this past year and last year. But they'll be here Saturday night for senior night, where we'll honor all the seniors from both the men's and women's basketball teams and the cheer squad at Rocky Mountain College.
All right, Bruce, we're going to give these halftime stats here of this game. We're at 43-32, Rocky on top by 11. First of all, for Montana Tech, Doomer has 2 points, O'Neill with 9 points, Vining with 12 points, Chapman with 5, and Okiki with 4 points. They have 6 turnovers in the first half. They shot 48% from the floor. They were 12 of 25. From the three-point line, they were 6 of 8 for 75%. And from the free throw line, they were 2 for 4 for 50%. Bruce, 10 rebounds for the Diggers in that first half. No offensive rebounds in the first half. For the Battlin Bears, Zach Hinton with 11 points. He has 6 rebounds to go along with that. Bradshaw with 5 points. Graves with 9 points. Longo with 5. Craig Wilmore with 2, Chad Cannonen with the 11 points, and the Battlin Bears with 5 turnovers in the first half. They're 16 of 31 from the floor for 52%. They are 6 of 13 from the three-point line for 46%, and 5 of 7 from the charity stripe for 72%. They have 17 rebounds, 13 defensive, and 4 offensive rebounds for the Bears. So, kind of an interesting stat there on the rebounding, because, I mean, you would expect, and I expected Tech to really dominate on the boards here tonight, and only 10 rebounds in that first half and not 1 offensive board.
Yeah, I think we talked about that in the pregame, that the Rocky would need to keep Montana Tech off the boards, and what a great job on the defensive rebounding end for the Battlin Bears. Holding, I mean, I don't think I've seen that in a long time. No offensive rebounds for a team in an entire half.
Yeah, it, you know, and I kind of, every once in a while, you know, you kind of wonder about stats, but I think back across that game, Bruce, and I don't really remember seeing anything.
No, but of course they were hot too. They made a lot of, they made their first 6 threes and then missed their last 2, and a lot of times those rebounds will come out long, and Rocky did a good job of getting them and going. But they cooled off significantly from that three-point range and from the field in general in that latter part of the first half.
All right, we got about 2:25 to go here before we get started in our second half. We'll take us a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with our second half after this 2-minute break.
My name's Philip Davis. I'm from Boone, North Carolina, and I'm a senior in the Aeronautical Science program.
My name is Margaret Cleveland. I'm a freshman from Broadview, Montana, and my major is music education.
I'm Dr. Emily Garrity Ward, Assistant Professor of Geology at Rocky Mountain College.
Hi, I'm Melvin Ware, a senior from Dunmore, Montana. I'm a business administration major.
Did you know that 99% of Rocky students receive scholarships?
Did you know that RMC awarded over $11 million in scholarships this year?
Thank you for enabling us to be first-generation college students.
Thank you for supporting Rocky Athletics. Because of you, I was able to cross borders.
Thank you for your investment in our Impact Today, Transform Tomorrow campaign in support of our new facilities.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
Thank you for your investment in new facilities, such as 32,000 square feet of new laboratory space and the renovation of the existing Bear Science Center.
Because of you, we are able to compete.
Because of you, I am able to be me.
Because of you, I am able to dream.
Because of you, I am able to invest in my future.
Because of you, we are able to make our family proud.
Because of you, we're changing the world one student at a time. You're changing the world one gift at a time.
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
I chose Rocky Mountain College because it comes with that small school feel that leaves its students with big school benefits. Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future. Because of you, we are able to chase our dreams, and for that, we thank you.
43-32 our score here, starting our second half action. Bruce, we talked about the reboundings, but both these teams shooting very well. Chad Cannon with those 3 3-pointers in the first half. Derek Graves with 1, Taylor Longo with 1 as well. Riley Bradshaw with 1, but both teams shooting very good. All basically, to be honest with you, all 4 teams tonight shooting very good from the 3-point line.
Yeah, you know, would you call this a shooter's gym? It's a bright gym. It's pretty compact. It's not a big, cavern like the Rimrock Auto Arena or Great Falls Four Seasons Arena or any of those type of buildings. So, or the field house in Bozeman, the Brick Breeden Field House, or the Adams Center. So, it's a good place to shoot the basketball.
And Graves has the basketball out on top, gets it to Zach Hinton. Zach goes up on the double pump. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line.
Hinton obviously did not have the National Player of the Year jinx tonight. He's played well with, 11 points?
Yes, and Panabaker's going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. First team foul on Tech as Zach's going to make that first free throw. Zach goes 2 for 2 from the line. He now has 12 points with 1 more free throw coming. Second free throw off, no good. Rebound comes down, and they're going to say it's going to be off of Derek Graves. It'll go to Tech. Vining inbounds the basketball, gets it to O'Neal. O'Neal with it on the right side for the Diggers. Hands off to Vining. Vining with it. Gets a screen out on top. Nothing happening there. They swing it back around. Vining penetrates, spin moves, tries to make something happen. Panabaker got in early foul trouble with 3. Sat most of that first half. Panabaker puts it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound Wilmore. And Wilmore will bring it back up for the Battlin Bears. Pulls up. Kicks out to Taylor Longo. Longo's going to be whistled for the offensive foul, as Taylor's going to pick up his 2nd personal foul, 1st team foul, and the 6th turnover on the Battlin Bears. O'Neal brings it up the left side. Hands off Panabaker. Panabaker goes to O'Neal. O'Neal takes it to the hole, puts it up over Wilmore, and we got a whistle and a foul on Doomer, as the foul's going to go against him on the back of Zach Hinton on the rebound. 44-32.
MSU Northerns jumped up on Great Falls with about 13 and a half left in the second half, 42-30 in Great Falls at Argo Gymnasium.
Bradshaw.
Try to keep you up to date on that LC
Western
State
game.
Western game. That's a lot of points.
As Graves has it, gets in the free throw line, kicks to Wilmore, now goes to Hinton, gonna be stolen away by Goldseth. Goldseth takes it to the hole, no good. Rebound, Zach Hinton. Zach comes back to Wilmore. Wilmore with it on the left side. Greg goes to Graves. Graves with it, free throw line. Derek will hand off to Bradshaw. To Wilmore. Wilmore goes baseline, kicks it to Graves underneath, coming down the middle.
Well, that's great teamwork there. Derek Graves to Craig Wilmore.
And it's Derek's 11th point of the night on a great assist from Craig Wilmore. As it'll be Panabaker goes to Goldseth. Goldseth with it on the left side. Biggest Rocky lead of 14 points. Vining with it. Vining pulls up, step back jumper, no good. Rebound, Taylor Longo. As Taylor will bring it up quickly up the floor to Derek Graves. Graves dumps underneath, but it's going to be stolen away. And that will be the 8th turnover on Rocky as Panabaker will set things up out on top. Hands it off to O'Neal. O'Neal goes right side, back to Vining. Vining with the basketball. Vining puts it up with the left hand, no good. Doomer gets the rebound, puts it up. Vining with it underneath. It's up and good by Vining.
Really their first 2 offensive rebounds of the game.
And they made it pay. They got a point out of it.
That's right. You work hard like that, you get good things.
46-34. Bradshaw goes to Graves. Graves goes to Longo. Longo with it in the corner, swings it around. Now back out to Bradshaw, and Riley loses the handle on it. It'll be turnover to the Saints, or the Diggers. Jordan Jones coming back into the ball game. Tech with the basketball as O'Neal brings it up, gets it off to Vining. Vining with it to Panabaker. Panabaker to O'Neal. O'Neal free throw line jumper. It's good as O'Neal hits 2 more, as that is his first 2-point basket. He has 11 points on the night. Bradshaw with it, goes to Graves. Graves with it on the right side. Dumps it underneath to Wilmore, and Wilmore is going to be fouled. And Craig Wilmore go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws here. Foul is going to go against Panabaker. That'll be his 4th personal foul. Okiki will come in. Okiki will come in for as well as Craig Wilmore at the line. He'll be shooting a couple. Craig is 2 for 2 from the line tonight.
Okiki to you, too.
Yeah. First one's going to be off. Okiki comes in as well as John Chapman for Tech.
They're staying in striking distance, Bob, in this one.
Yes, they are.
Battlin Bears a lot of 4 turnovers alone in this second half.
Wilmore's second free throw is up and rolls around, no good. Graves tries to get the tip, and Jones comes down with the rebound. O'Neal brings it up the right side. O'Neal hands off to Chapman. Chapman to Okiki. Okiki dumps down to Vining. Vining step back, free throw line jumper, no good. And Zach Hinton comes down with the rebound. Going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Tech. Tech basketball underneath their own basket as O'Neal will inbound it. Gets it into Vining. Vining guarded by Graves. Vining backs down, gets it to Jones. Now it's going to be stolen away by Zach Hinton. And Zach very wisely slips, falls down, and gets a timeout as he is going down over there. It'll be Rocky's timeout. 15:59 to go here in the second half. Rocky on top, 46-36. It's Northern on top of Great Falls, 42-34 with 12 minutes to go in the ball game. And it is there it is. Western on top of LC 59-41 with 15 minutes to go in the ball game.
That's a 11-2 run to start the second half for the Bulldogs.
Coach Keller must have had some of that good chatter at halftime, huh?
Well, LC only a half a game behind Montana Western.
Right. Huge game. Huge game.
It was a huge game for Montana Western, and that would be Steve Keller's 22nd win of the season. And that would maybe solidify them getting a shot in the national tournament if they could get that win tonight over LC State.
Well, you know, Bruce, and that it's huge getting that bye in that first week of that first playoff game in our tournament too, as well. That one and two teams get a bye, and
then they host the quarter or the semifinal.
Right.
Games.
So that's a huge game there, just in that aspect. 46-36, Rocky on top by 10. 15:59 to go in the ball game. It'll be Rocky basketball in the backcourt as Wallace will go inbound the basketball. Wallace will get it to Taylor Longo. Longo will hand off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw takes it up the right side, and we're looking for, got a whistle inside. We'll see which way this goes. And it is going to go against John Chapman. That's his first personal foul. Taylor Longo will inbound it. Longo gets it into Wallace. Back to Taylor. Taylor dribbles around traffic. Nice move by Taylor Longo, taking it to the hole 4-2. 48-36. Rocky on top of Tech. O'Neal with the ball on the right side. Goes to Vining. Okiki with it on the right side. Drops down to on the baseline, and it's O'Neal. Step back jumper, no good. Rebound fought for. Cannon comes up with the loose ball, gets it out to Bradshaw. Chad Cannon is going to lose his footing. I wonder, Bruce, that's the second slip we've seen over there on the side, and that will be the 9th turnover. O'Neal comes back the other way.
I think it's the ice hockey rink.
That's what I was wondering. Is it the ice underneath? Okiki puts it up, and the shot is going to be missed out of bounds. Well, as many buckets as I saw catching water up here the last few days.
I know, yeah.
I was kind of wondering. That's what I was wondering. As Vining will inbound the basketball on the sideline down near the baseline. Gets it into Okiki, out to O'Neal. O'Neal looks nothing there, goes to Jones. Jones with it out on top. Chapman's going to put up the long three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Taylor Longo. Other side to Bradshaw, and Bradshaw is going to be fouled on the drive. Riley Bradshaw will go to the line.
You know, he's in remarkable shape because he hits the turf a lot. He goes down and he gets beat up a lot when he's making those nice drives to the basket. And he always pops right back up.
Oh, I think I
would.
You don't think so?
We would need help, Bob. Let's be honest. You'd have to run out there and help me. I know that.
Well, I might walk out there and help you, but I'm not going to run. Riley Bradshaw will be at the line to shoot a couple here.
You've got to do some more games this week. I mean, you
no,
haven't done enough.
I'm done, man. This is it.
Good.
No, I got 2 on Saturday night. I think I'll do those 2.
Saw you out at the district tournament out in Huntley last night. It's a lot of fun to watch those.
And Riley will go 1 for 2 from the line, but the Battlin Bears come up with a rebound. Bradshaw, three-pointer left side, and he drills that. Could you call that a 4-point play?
He wanted a 4-point play. That was good. Great possession there for the Battlin Bears, up 16. I think their biggest lead.
It is. Previous biggest lead was 14 as Okiki with it. Hands off to Chapman, maybe got away with the walk, brings it back out to O'Neal, to Vining. Vining with it, 14 on the shot clock. Vining takes it in the paint. It's going to be blocked from behind. It's going to be a jump ball on a great block from behind by Taylor Longo. 8 turnovers. And Rocky will have the ball in the backcourt. 14:06 to go in the ballgame. 52-36. Rocky on top. Rocky kind of got a chance here to pull away and put this one away, Bruce.
Yeah, Battlin Bears looking to go above 500 in league play. It's a big win tonight if they can get this one.
Longo goes underneath the Wallace. Wallace can't handle. It's going to be stolen. Picked up by O'Neal. O'Neal back up the middle of the floor and has it on the left side. O'Neal to Chapman. Chapman with it. And we got a whistle and a foul as Chad Cannon is going to be whistled for the foul. We got a timeout on the floor. 52-36. Rocky on top. 13:37 to go. We'll be back in a minute.
Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, and on us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there.
We are community. We are proud. We are business. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
(52-36) our score here. 13:37 to go in the ball game, and Bruce got some updates here. Northern on top of Great Falls, 42-34 with 12:02 to go in that ball game. Tech will inbound the basketball, gets it into Pannebecker, goes to Vining. Vining with it. Back to Pannebecker. Hands off to Chapman, to O'Neal, as Coach Hyatt gone small here. Chapman with it on the right side. Chapman's going to pull the trigger on the three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Derek Graves, as Graves will bring it back. Graves with it. Looks inside, nothing there, tries to go to Zach. Zach gets cut off, and that's the 11th turnover on the Bears as Chapman comes back, gets it to Vining. Vining shot no good. Rebound comes down to Cannon, to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with it on the right side for the Battlin Bears. Pulls up, top the key, in and out, no good. Wallace fights for the rebound. Zach Hinton gets it out to Chad, now around to Bradshaw. Graves with it, and we got a whistle, and the foul is going to go against Jordan Jones. That'll be 4 on Jones. And I believe it's going to be a 1-and-1. Nope.
16 foul.
16 foul, so the next foul on Tech.
Still with 12:40 to go, could be a lot of free throws in this one.
We shot 58 the other night against Tech Carroll, right? Both teams?
There was a lot, yeah. Made the difference in the game for the Battlin Bears. Boy,
Yes,
both teams shot well.
They shot, I think it was a combined 87%. Unbelievable. Zach Hinton has it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with it, gets a couple screens, puts up the three. It's going to be short, and it'll be Chapman with the rebound for Tech. Chapman gets it up ahead. Pannebecker back to Chapman. Chapman with it. They get it to O'Neal. O'Neal a threat from wherever he's at on the floor. He penetrates, kicks back out. Pannebecker goes baseline, gets cut off inside. Tries to get rid of it. Going to be stolen away as Chad Cannon picks up the loose ball, and Chad goes up. That was the 8th turnover against the Tech, and Chad Cannon with a great move there, going to the basket. And he's got a fashion at the chance at the old-fashioned three-point way. Wow.
That was a nice move by Chad.
I'm glad you bailed me out there,
You see
Bruce.
him shooting those threes, those bombs. And
Chad at the line to shoot one to complete a three-point play here.
You know, in high school district play, I've become a Reed Point Raffle J Renegades fan. Watched them play last night. Get a win over Broadview Lavina. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good ball game, I guess, huh?
If you're a Reed Point Raffle J fan.
Got a whistle and a foul. Is going to go against Taylor Longo. I got a little history there.
Yeah, you only coached how many state championships teams at Reed Point?
Well, we won 2, played in 5, so.
You got out-coached in the other 3, is that what you're saying?
No, we didn't get out-coached, we overcoached.
Yeah. Well, what a run for Reed Point during those days.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had some great kids.
I kind of call them the Bursama days. You had a lot of Bursamas.
Yeah, had a lot of great players and some great parents as well. As Taylor Longo goes to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. As Jordan Jones, Bruce, going to pick up his 5th personal foul, and he'll be out of the ball game here. 11:29 to go in the ball game. 55-36 our score. Rocky on top. And I believe this is going to be a full timeout. It is. We'll be back in a minute.
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Since 2014, our Ford Peanut Butter Drive has collected over 60,000 pounds of peanut butter. And over the last 3 years, we provided over 2 million meals and snacks in the Northwest. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food banks, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
Thank you.
55-36, 11:29 to go. In our ball game here, Rocky with their biggest lead here, Bruce, of 19 points. And it'll be Taylor Longo at the line to shoot a couple free throws there as Jordan Jones fouled out on that drive by Taylor.
Yeah, and if Tech's not careful here, this one could get out of hand quickly.
And Taylor gets the first one to fall. Taylor's second one up and good as well.
Trying to get some updates for you, Bob. Lisa's working the iPad. She's got the iPad magic.
All right. Chapman with it on for Tech. Hands it out to Vining on the little weave on top. Back to Chapman. Chapman goes to O'Neal. O'Neal goes baseline. Kicks out to Vining for a long three on the baseline. No good. Rebound comes down to Graves. 11:05 to go. Longo with it. Hands off to Cannon. Cannon dumps off. It's Wallace on the baseline jumper. No good. And Chad Cannon gets the rebound out to Taylor Longo off the front iron. No good. And it's Vining with the rebound. O'Neal brings it across the timeline. Craig Wilmore will come in. Next dead ball for the Bears. Chapman with it out on top. Back to O'Neal. Now they go inside. Ball's going to be picked up. Cannon with the loose ball. Gets it up to Longo. Longo goes to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. As it will be John Chapman picking up his second personal foul.
That's his second personal, team foul number 9. And Longo to the line, he'll shoot it 2 times.
Longo goes there to shoot twice. Taylor gets the first one to fall. Taylor 5 of 7 from the line tonight. 10 points for Taylor. Taylor's second one off the front iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Vining. And Western on top of LC 75-54 with 8:40 to go in that ball game. As this is going to be Panabaker going to the hole, no good. Rebound comes down to Graves. Graves has it, hands off to Cannonen. Cannonen to Wilmore underneath, and Craig Wilmore gets his first field goal of the night as he goes high to put that one down. Ball's going to be stolen by Cannonen. Cannonen coming back the other way for the Bears, goes out, and it's going to be kicked out. Taylor Longo puts up the three, no good. And I believe that was 10 turnovers, Bruce?
Yeah, 10 turnovers now for Montana Tech as compared to 12 for the Battlin Bears.
Vining with it. They swing it around. Goldseth has it, goes to Chapman. Chapman puts it up over Hinton, no good. Rebound fought for, and Longo has it, gets it out to Cannonen. Cannonen pulls up, three-pointer, it's good. Chad Cannonen picks up his fourth three-pointer of the night, and Chad with 16, 17 points on the evening. Vining with the basketball. Vining's going to hand it off to Panabaker. They go inside to Doomer, but it's going to be knocked away. Wilmore comes up with it, and Chad Cannonen runs down the ball, but he's going to step on the baseline. It'll be out of bounds. Turnover number 13, I believe, is what Bruce is looking at. Going to have a timeout on the floor here, 63-36. We got a dyslexic tie with 9:07 to go. Rocky on top. Back in a minute.
I am a high school English teacher.
I'd be at 30, Cody.
I had been diabetic for 20 years.
Obesity is affecting our population at an alarming rate.
To meet that challenge, the Billings Clinic implemented a comprehensive bariatric program.
The patient is the most important part of the team.
It's not about skinny, it's about being healthy.
I don't have diabetes anymore.
And by now, she's lost over 100 pounds.
Thank you. I'm happy. Life is good.
.907 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 63-36. And it's Western up big now, 82-59 with 6.5 minutes to go in that ball game. Okiki will inbound the basketball to O'Neill's. We get back under play here. O'Neill with the basketball, hands off to Vining. Vining's going to pull up, long shot from Vining for the three-pointer as Lucas Vining hits his third three-pointer of the night. And the three-pointers continue to fall here in these ball games tonight. Graves with it out on top. Graves looks inside, tries to go to Wilmore. We got a whistle and a foul.
Zach Hinton's been pretty quiet here in the second half.
Yes, he has, but Vining going to pick up his first personal foul. Craig Wilmore will go to the line. He'll be shooting a couple there.
Double bonus.
The rest of the way. Craig's first free throw, he used all that rim, but he got her to rattle in. As Craig goes 3 for 5 on the evening. Taylor Longo back into the game. Craig Wilmore at the line for the Battlin Bears. And Wilmore's second shot is up and good. As Craig goes 4 for 6 from the line tonight. And it's O'Neill coming back. O'Neill goes to Vining. Vining kicks it back out. Panabaker, now they go inside Okiki. Okiki puts it down with two hands, and Okiki gets the dunk.
Oh, he made sure on that one.
Yeah, there was
some springs there.
There was no question. Kind of reminded me of you in your younger days.
Yeah.
Derek Graves with the ball on the left side. Graves.
Well, when I was on the trampoline.
Yeah, that's all right. And you brought it up. I didn't. Wilmore goes to Graves. Graves puts up the long three-pointer. Going to be off, and Wilmore gets the rebound. Gets it out to Cannon, and Chad puts it up. And might have been fouled there. No call. And O'Neill comes back the other way.
A little quick. Don't really need to force those shots up that much with the big lead. Take some time off.
Shot's going to be put up. And the long rebound comes down to O'Neill for Tech to Panabaker. Hands off to Vining. Vining has Okiki. Couldn't get him on the roll. Back to Panabaker. And Panabaker takes it in for an easy two.
Yeah, you remember the last two times these teams played, Battlin Bears had big leads, and Montana Tech just kept chipping away and making some threes
back.
and getting back in it.
Bradshaw with it. Hands it off to Cannon. Cannon tries to go to Longo, but Derek Graves luckily there to pick up the errant pass. Out to Wilmore, 8 on the shot clock. Wilmore going against Okiki to Bradshaw in the corner, and Riley Bradshaw hits his third three-pointer of the night from deep in the corner, 68-43. Biggest lead for the Bears here. Vining has it, goes to Goldseth. Goldseth, three-pointer, it's good. As Cale Goldseth hits his first three-pointer of the night, his first points of the night. As Wallace gets set to come in, back in for the Bears. Looks like the Hardin kids are headed out, Bruce. They must have school tomorrow.
Oh, it was great to see him come down, make the long trip from Hardin tonight for these games.
As Taylor Longo goes to the hole, can't finish. Okiki with the rebound, gets it out to O'Neill, hands it off to Panabaker underneath. And Panabaker puts it up for two. And Coach Drykosen pointing at the floor, and that, for people that don't know, means he wants a timeout. 6:05 to go here in the ball game. 68-48. It's a 20-point Rocky lead. We will be back in a minute.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things.
Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance. I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends. I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
$68-48, and Bruce got a score there. Looks like Northern 55, Great Falls 43 with 3.5 minutes to go in that one.
Yeah, good win for Montana State University Northern tonight as they just keep hanging in there. They're sitting in fourth place right now. Rocky in fifth, just a game behind the lights.
Rocky substitution out of the timeout, number 30, Wallace.
Longo inbounds it to Wilmore. Wilmore with the basketball. Gets it to Taylor Longo. Longo gets it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw penetrates, and it's going to be a charging foul on Riley Bradshaw as Bradshaw picks up his second personal foul. And Zach Hinton coming back into the ball game. Zach will replace Craig Wilmore. Okiki will inbound the basketball in the backcourt. Gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill has it. O'Neill hands off to Goldseth. Goldseth swings it around to Vining. Vining tries to penetrate. Now kicks back outside. O'Neal, three-pointer. It's up, no good. Rebound, fought for, and it'll come down. It'll stay with Tech as it was off of Zach Hinton. Tech basketball. O'Neal to inbound it. Or Goldseth, excuse me. Gets it out to Panabaker. Panabaker with it. Panabaker, nice move there, but gets it out to Okiki. Okiki to Vining, 20 on the shot clock. Vining trying to go inside. Now back outside to O'Neal, into Okiki, in the paint, going against Wilmore. Shots up, no good. And we got a whistle and a foul, I believe. Not sure, maybe they're gonna call a jump ball here as we got some moisture on the floor.
Come down and shoot a couple free throws for the Battlin Bears.
And I believe it's going to be Zach coming down shooting. And that'll be 5 fouls on Panabaker as he'll foul out of the ball game. MSU Northern 55-43 with 3:26 to go. LC or Western on top of LC 86-61 with 4:53 to go. Zach Hinton at the free throw line. Zach 2 for 3 here tonight. Zach's first one's going to bounce off, no good. 5:16 to go in the ball game. Rocky up by 20, 68-48. Bruce, and you're right, it is getting quiet in here. I think everybody's just listening to us talk.
They sure are, so say good things.
Okay, Zach Hinton makes the second one. Is that good enough? That was a good thing, wasn't it?
That was good.
All right.
Yeah, he made it.
All right, O'Neal with the basketball for Tech. Tech to Vining. Vining puts it up, and Vining hits a three-pointer, top of the key. And as you said earlier, Bruce, Tech just hanging around here. 69-51, Rocky on top, 4:57. Wilmore with the basketball, goes out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to Cannon. Chad penetrates baseline, puts it up in the corners, up and good. And Chad hits, was that a 2 or a 3? I'm not sure.
I think it was a 2.
I think it was a 2 as well. And we got a whistle and a foul.
No reason to foul now. Keep the clock running with 4:37 left.
71-51 as Goldseth inbounds it to O'Neal. O'Neal with the basketball. Nice move, gets around Taylor Longo for 2. As Chris O'Neal makes a nice move on Taylor. Bradshaw with it, comes back. He's guarded by O'Neal. Longo now tries to penetrate, nothing there. And it's going to go out of bounds as an unforced turnover there by the Battlin Bears. The 16th turnover?
15.
15. Oh, okay. You're getting trickier all the time.
I know. These hand signals sometimes don't work.
Yeah. Well, they probably work. I just don't understand them, that's all. Vining with it, goes to Goldseth, back to Vining. Vining had a nice night here thus far in the ball game. O'Neal penetrates, kicks back out Goldseth. Goldseth to O'Neal. O'Neal with it on top. 9 seconds on the shot clock. O'Neal takes it to the hole and puts up the shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Wilmore. 3:43 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 71-53.
Rocky now with a 33-20 advantage in rebounding.
Bradshaw gets it to Cannon. Chad goes to Zach Hinton. Zach, turnaround baseline jumper, no good. Wilmore with the rebound. Tries to throw it off one of the diggers, but it's going to come back the other way. Vining finds Okiki underneath. They kick it to Goldseth for 3 on the left side. Front iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Chad Cannon As Riley Bradshaw now going to walk the ball up the floor. Coach Drykosen saying slow it down a little bit, guys. And Chad Cannon puts it up from 3, no good. Rebound, and Taylor Longo is going to be fouled.
That was pretty acrobatic attempt at a tip there by Taylor Longo. He'll shoot a couple.
And Chapman picks up his 3rd personal foul as Taylor will go to the line to shoot a couple. Taylor 5 of 8 thus far. First one by Taylor up and good as Wallace back into the ball game. He'll replace Craig Wilmore. (72-53). And Taylor stretches it back to a 20-point lead here for the Battlin Bears. 73-53 with 2:51 to go in the ball game. Vining with it, hands off to Chapman. Chapman to Goldseth. Goldseth goes against O'Neal. O'Neal back to Goldseth. O'Neal on top. O'Neal to Vining. Vining puts it up with the shot clock running down. It's in and out, no good. Rebound, Zach Hinton.
You know, he's strong. You know, he gets those three-pointers and those jump shots up with people right in his face, and still looks really good when he's making the shot. He's had a bunch tonight.
Got a lot of hops. Far side to Zach Hinton to Taylor Longo. Taylor takes it to the hole. It's up and good by Taylor Longo. O'Neal comes back. Under 2 minutes to go. Coach Hyatt calls a substitution timeout. Just substitution timeout's all it is, so we'll stay right back in action here as Wallace will come in for Zach Hinton. And also as Hardwood coming in for the Diggers. Wyatt Hardwood.
Battlin Bears have shot over 51% tonight. 24 out of 47 from the field.
And Chris O'Neal takes it to the hole hard for 2. What was that, Bruce?
51.5% from the field tonight for the Battlin Bears.
Oh, we'll take that any night.
That's good shooting.
Chad Cannon with it on top. Goes to Bradshaw, 13 on the shot clock. Bradshaw with it out on top. Shots up, no good. Rebound comes down to Chapman. Chapman brings it up the right side for the Diggers. Goes to O'Neal in the corner, and Chris O'Neal hits 3 more. That's his 4th three-pointer of the night. 1:09 to go in the ballgame. 75-58. Rocky on top. Cannon goes to Longo. Longo goes to Graves. Graves with it. Graves goes around to Bradshaw. Taylor Longo on the left side. It's good. Coach Drykosen, I believe he's calling a substitution timeout as well. As Trey Larson coming into the ball game, as well as Isaac Martell. Chad Cannon and Taylor Longo going to sit down. Bruce, Rocky up by 20 here, under a minute to go.
Pretty good effort by those two tonight. Scored a lot of points, made big plays.
Got some big rebounds. I think that'll show up in the column, but Martell gets a rebound and gets it out to Bradshaw. Riley Bradshaw brings it up. One more regular season night for these seniors on the floor, unless they can make it into that, get a chance to host a playoff game. Larson with it, goes out to Bradshaw, to Martell. Martell goes to Larson, and Larson's gonna be fouled, and Trey Larson will go to the line to shoot a couple.
That's great. Martell got a rebound, and Larson's gonna get a couple free throws, get them in the stat box tonight.
As Hardwood picks up the first personal foul, and Trey Larson at the line to shoot a couple. Now first one off the left side as the left-hander.
You know, the one thing tonight that the Battlin Bears haven't been stellar at is the free throw line. Now 14 out of 23 for about 61% from the free throw line.
And Trey hits that second one, goes for 1 for 2, but he gets in the scoring column. And time running down here as O'Neal's going to hand it off to Vining. Vining's spin move, still trying to score. It does. It's good by Vining. And our score, they forgot to stop the clock there as it stops in college basketball. Bradshaw with it. Our final here tonight is going to be Rocky coming out on top by the score of 79-60 over Montana Tech. As the Battlin Bears win 3 in a row here at home, and they have LC coming in Saturday. We'll take us a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and we'll have some scores. Bruce looking for some scores from around the league as well, and our stats after this 2-minute break.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the eastern high plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carry-out deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
And welcome back. Our final here on the men's side. It's Rocky coming out on top, 79-60 over Montana Tech. Some scoring for Tech. It was Panabaker with 4 points, Doomer with 2 points, Goldseth with 3 points, O'Neal with 18, Vining with 22, Chapman with 5, and Okiki with 6 points. They had 11 turnovers in the ball game. They shot 40% from the floor, 24 of 60. 10 of 20 for 50% from the three-point line. They were only 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. They had 21 rebounds, 18 defensive, Bruce, and only ended up with 3 offensive rebounds in the ball game. I don't think I've seen an offensive output like that in a long time as far as rebounding goes.
Yeah, it's a great effort by the Battlin Bears on the defensive board for them, and just not giving up second chance points. It's a big stat, and they didn't get them tonight.
For the Battlin Bears, it was Zach Hinton with 13 points, Riley Bradshaw with 12, Derek Graves with 11, Taylor Longo with 17 points tonight, Craig Wilmore with 6, Trey Larson gets in the scoring column with that 1 free throw, and Chad Cannon leading all scorers for the Battlin Bears with 19 points, had 16 turnovers in the contest. They shot 26 of 52 from the floor for 50%. They were 10 of 23 from the three-point line for 44%, and they were 17 of 26 from the free throw line for 65%. They shot 38 free throws, or 38 rebounds, 28 defensive, and 10 offensive. Put it in that bag. Put it in that bag. Rocky's biggest lead of the night was 27 points with 9:30 to go in the ball game. We were only tied one time, Bruce, and no lead changes. And that doesn't to 0-0 either.
You don't count that. I know that.
Okay. What do you got for finals? You got something
Well,
for
I'm
me,
still
Bruce?
working on it. My
Okay.
iPad went out. I know Rocky won the men's game 79-60 tonight.
Yeah, we got that.
That help you?
Yep, I got it.
Some other finals in the women's basketball. Montana State University Northern beating Great Falls in Great Falls 81-63. In fact, the road teams won all three in the women's action tonight. Lewis Clark State ranked number 4 in the country. Montana Western, I believe, ranked 22. LCSC wins that one 77-52 in Dillon at Stroud Gymnasium. And as we mentioned right here, Rocky women tonight lose a tough one, a heartbreaker to Montana Tech, 65-63 the final there. So the road teams did well tonight in women's basketball. Working on the men's, Bob, I'll have those in a second.
All right, Bruce, I got the standings on the women's side updated after tonight's games. It is LC with a 13-1 mark. Western and Northern both tied at 9-6. Tech at 8-8. Rocky at 4-11, and Great Falls at 1-14. Let's see current standings, the updated standings on the women's side in the Frontier Conferences. The season is winding down, and we got some finals here. It looks like Bruce says the Northern over Great Falls 59-53 in a low-scoring game. That's a final.
That's a final.
And LC or Western big over LC in a final 95-66. And of course Rocky over Tech here at home 79-60. Our final once again on the women's side, it was Tech coming out on top by 2, 65-63. And in the men, Rocky on top of Tech 79-60. Join us on Saturday night as LC comes to town, and we will be on the air at 5:10 for the women's game on Saturday night. Bruce, I want to thank you for helping me out again tonight and keeping me straight over here. And for all you fans out there, until Saturday night, have a great Battlin Bear weekend.